imPod, the improv podcast, with Joshua and Koby, an impunk production.
Hello and welcome to the imPod by impunk. My name's Koby.
My name's Josh.
We are professional improvisers and we do this show, which is an improv podcast where we do short form and long form improv stuff.
And it absolutely pays for our bills. Koby, do we want to just jump straight into the first improv game?
I absolutely think we do. Our first improv game is going to be a returning favorite. That game is going to be called Radio Interview. It's a game that we invented for this podcast. Joshua is going to be playing an interviewer who doesn't know what the call-in show that he's about to do is about. Like, he doesn't know what the subject is, but he's going to be fielding it as the interviewer, as the radio host. And I'm going to be various characters calling in about that subject. Joshua, you need to step out so we can tell the audience what that wacky, crazy subject is going to be. Joshua, can you hear me? No, he did not. All right. This is going to be, this one's going to be about, is going to be, that the mayor has canceled Halloween. That's the subject. The mayor has canceled Halloween. All right, Joshua, come back. All right, and here he comes. He's making his way to his custom improv booth. Alrighty, Joshua. It is time for your radio show. You don't know what the subject of the radio show is, but people are going to be calling in, and you're going to have a variety of characters, about 3, to try to figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the call-in show of the week, WKPL. We have a very interesting topic for everybody here tonight. Here, I think we have our first caller here. Caller 1, how can I help you?
Yeah, I don't like that, because I wanted to go out and get candy.
You don't? What do you not like, caller 1? I don't
like him. I don't like that man. I don't like him. I wish we didn't have him.
Well, you know, we can't always get rid of the people we don't like, unless it's your mother-in-law, in which case we absolutely can. Caller number 2, how can I help you today?
Well, I just think it kind of sucks, you know, because, like, Halloween is when, like, chicks, like, wear, like, hot costumes and shit. And it's when I can go out and hang out with my buddies, stain and wipe and, like, you know, just kind of walk around being normal, average, well-behaved members of the community.
Well, you know...
I think that guy, my dad kept saying is gonna change everything in this town. I think that guy is a freaking moron, man. He probably wants more school.
Yeah, and, you know, as we all know, more school is never the answer. As we learned from...
I'm never going back.
That's right, and you shouldn't. You should be proud to never go back. I won't let my children even go to school.
What's your address?
All right, caller number 3. Caller number 3, you're on the air.
Yes, I just want you to know that I think it's a good thing. It's a good righteous thing for him to have done. That he was elected, and God had put the elected officials into their offices to do things like this. We shouldn't have these pagan rituals in our town.
All right, caller number 4, how can I help you?
Well, personally, I must say that I'm very surprised and very shocked by this turn of events. After all, with this suddenly made illegal, my entire line of work is going to suffer. After all, where else are people going to buy these masks? When other time of the year do people care for these masks that go on your face and don't ever come off ever?
Well, you know,
I mean, they come off.
Well, I think they're wonderful. I think the only thing that's better than a mask that never comes off is a mask that has to stay on until midnight after some patron, like a grandfather, dies in a creepy old house, and then it disfigures your face slightly. But don't worry about that. Let's go ahead and go to the next caller here.
I think that it's a very good thing because I don't like them rolling up and ringing my doorbell just because it looks like I decorated because my house is all spooky doesn't mean that it is. I don't have any candy for these children. I'm just giving out the razor blades if they really want something. Because I keep those in my house every day.
As any
I think
reasonable person should.
And I think it being cancelled is a good thing by our elected man, you know, by our duke, if you will, whatever we call it here in the States, eh?
All right. Well, thank you so much. I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all so much for calling in, and we'll see you next week.
So Joshua, what was the subject of that call-in show?
I reckon it's that Halloween was like canceled by a mayor, and
Yes, that's exactly it.
Oh, okay.
The mayor canceled Halloween. That was
okay.
it. Great job, you did it.
Woo!
Woo!
All right. Well,
Woo! The mayor's gone insane.
shall we go to the next game?
I don't know. I think the mayor of Gotham probably should cancel Halloween then. I'm sorry. Yes. So our next game is going to be a one-word story. Joshua and I are going to tell an entire story, one word at a time. So if I'm going to start it, something like
This
will
happen,
and
then
we
continue
to
tell
the
story.
Very good. This is gonna go so well.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
We're gonna be
I think the trick of this game is, as always, we also not only doing it one word at a time, we're doing it as quickly as we can, one word at a time.
That's right. Mostly because we don't want to lose our own attention spans.
That's also true.
Joshua, can you give us maybe I'd like a location if we could, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do
So from a random generator.
a truck stop.
What? Why did you tell people where we're recording?
Whoa,
Whoa.
Koby.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean fancy high-rise office. So this is gonna be a truck stop. One-word story at a truck stop. All right. Screeching.
To
A.
halt.
The.
Trucks.
Lined.
Up.
And.
They.
Had.
To.
Open.
The.
Doors.
Of.
Each.
Truck.
So.
They.
Could.
Unload.
Their.
Goods.
Period. Billy.
The.
Trucker.
Decided.
He.
Could.
Buy.
A.
Hat.
With.
His.
Trucker.
Money.
But.
Then.
He.
Walked.
Out.
Of.
Bucky's.
To.
Masturbate.
Period. Satisfied.
He.
Decided.
To.
Buy.
A.
Second.
Hat.
Because.
He.
Came.
In.
His.
First.
Hat.
Period. The.
Store.
Ran.
A.
Special.
On.
Comed.
Returns.
So.
He.
Was.
Excited.
And.
Ran.
To.
The.
Nearest.
Counter.
And.
Something.
Strange.
Was.
Afoot.
Period. Robbers.
Came.
With.
Weapons.
From.
The.
inside
of
their
trucks.
and
They
held
up
the
entire
Bucky's
gas.
what?
Gas.
Gas. Yeah. Period. Billy,
The
trucker,
decided
this
was
his
opportunity
to
come
violently
on
each
Robert
sequentially
Billy or period Billy
whipped
out
his
air quotes penis
and
he
shot
at
them
with
air quotes live
ammo end quote period. Now
dead
the
robbers
soon
gave up or gave
in
and
discovered
Billy
air quote penis
had
actually
blinded
them
period dehydrated
Billy
lay
exhausted
and
got
a
free
hat. I think that's this whole story.
You know, Kobe, I was trying to say that the quote-unquote penis was a gun that he named penis. That's where I was trying to go.
That's pretty layered for this game. I like what you're setting up, but I'm sorry, I did not get that at all.
Well, Kobe, let's go ahead and go to our third and final game.
Yay,
of the
third and
episode.
final game. Our third and final game is called New Choice. So in this game, Josh and I are going to play a normal kind of short scene, except whenever one of us says something, the other one has the option to have it vetoed and force them to say something new by saying the phrase, new choice.
That's right, that's right.
Much like this. New choice.
Now, Kobe, we need to finish this up here soon so we can watch the Fallout TV show.
Oh, is that coming out? That's not out till Friday.
No, they pushed it to tonight at 9.
Oh, it's funny because I Googled it like last night.
No, they pushed it like, I don't know why, but they did.
They're like, man, people need to see this.
They were like, this show's gonna fucking suck.
We
better put this up before bad reviews come out.
It wouldn't be the first time studios have done that.
All right, let's go ahead and I can't wait to find out next week that the show is actually good. Okay, let's go ahead and do New Choice.
What if? Can we get a job, an occupation?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Cosmetic surgeon.
Cosmetic surgeon, like a plastic surgeon. Is there a difference?
Yeah, I reckon it's about the same.
Okay. So in this scene, Joshua and I are going to be a cosmetic surgeon and their student assistant that is working on an important thing.
So is that what you're supposed to do? Are you sure that cut's not too big? Because it looks like it's supposed to be a smaller cut if you're just taking out some baby fat from the cheeks.
Yes, I'm quite sure this is how it's supposed to go. You see, you can always cut back, but you can never cut deeper. So you've got to go big the first time.
Okay. I don't know. I'm nervous to do this on the other side. Because it's weird that we're doing the surgery. You're doing one side of the face, and I'm going to do the other side to take out the baby fat, and we'll compare.
Please, I promise you, I have taught many a student. Have you ever heard of Vanderbilt Goldman?
No.
Well, I taught him how to do plastic surgery, and he is one of the greatest plastic surgeons in one of the shadiest parts of Mexico.
Oh, wow, that's so good.
Yes, isn't it? Now, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Well, I'm ambidextrous.
Use your feet, then.
Okay.
Because if you can do it with your feet, you can do it with your hands.
Okay, that makes sense.
You're very bendable. I see that you've already somehow managed to get your feet up there.
Yes, well, I'm just trying to pick up the scalpel now.
Yes, and there you are. Seems that you have it, and you now just copy my movements exactly.
Oh, shoot, I screwed it up.
New choice.
Oh, shoot, I did it perfectly.
New choice.
Oh, shoot, I'm scared to cut into a human. The last time I did it, I started cutting into people for days, and I couldn't stop.
Well, why do you think I got into this profession? That's what we all do. We just enjoy it, so... Yes.
Wait a minute, you enjoy cutting into people, too?
Well, they say if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. So yes, I do.
Wow. I'm so glad to have found somebody so much like me.
New choice.
Wow. You're a psychopath killer, aren't you?
New choice.
Wow. Are you the Golden State Killer?
Well, I never quite found that term to be quite what I liked. After all, I've been to almost every state in this fine nation.
New choice?
Well, I've been called many names.
New choice?
Among other things.
New choice?
No, that wasn't me. Why would you think that?
Well, I just wasn't sure if it... I really look up... I think he did... I don't look up to him, per se, but, like, you know, the murder part of whatever he did. I don't know what else he did, but with the murder part, at least I look up to him.
You look up to him for the murder part.
Right. The stabbing into people, I assume he did.
Well,
I never really read about the Golden State Killer.
If you like his work, wait till I show you the Black Dahlia Killer.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It is. I remember it like it were Tuesday.
What, they suspect that the Black Dahlia Killer killed somebody last Tuesday?
Well, that's like I said. I remembered it like it was Tuesday.
New choice.
Well, if you think about it, any day after your first day back at work is Tuesday.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep, as you know, we're very busy during the weekends as plastic surgeons. So,
Yeah.
So we always tend to take Wednesdays and Thursdays off. So my Tuesday is really Saturday.
Interesting.
What?
Now back to the surgery at hand.
Oh yes, back to the surgery. I should probably stop leaning on this person.
Oh yeah, sorry. Now, I need to cut out the baby fat from the cheeks, right?
Yes, that's correct. Now we'll remove it and set it aside here. Very good.
Why do I have so much more baby fat than you did?
Well, because this part of that is not just baby fat.
Well, what else did I cut out?
You cut out raw ham.
New choice.
You cut out part of his brain.
New choice.
I'm not sure where the baby fat ends and the and the grown up fat begins.
Oh, okay. Is there still some sort of scientific study going on about that?
Yes, but you see, it's very hard for them to come to a consensus on these things, mostly because some people looked like babies their whole lives.
Really? Are you one of those people? Is that why you look like a child teaching me how to do this?
I don't appreciate your statements. After all, some of us need our hot chairs.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm hoping that we can learn more about cutting out the baby fat. Where else do people have baby fat?
Well, some people have baby fat deep in their bottoms.
So why don't we go ahead and just start cutting there? I'm sure they'll want to get rid of it, right?
Well, let me see what's on the docket here for everything we're doing.
Here, I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting.
New choice.
What if I told you I forgot to print the docket?
New choice.
what if I told you that I really had to pee earlier and I didn't want to look unprofessional and go to the bathroom in the middle of this, so I peed on the docket instead?
New choice.
What if I told you that I was hungry earlier and I didn't want to be caught eating, and I heard that paper was edible, so I ate the docket?
New choice.
What if I told you that the printer was out of black ink, so I had to print the docket out of blue ink, but I find it really unfortunate that you wear blue light sunglasses, so you might not be able to read the docket?
It's very true. I am having trouble seeing it. Would you mind reading it for me, please?
Yeah. It says here, remove baby fat from cheeks and only the cheeks.
Egads! The medical term for the things on the face is a cheek. That's reserved solely for the buttocks.
Wait, we weren't supposed to do the face? We were supposed to do the butt the whole time?
Well, we're doing the face, but we're moving that guy's face onto him so he can go undercover as him.
Oh, what?
And these two men have very different buttocks, and people will notice if he's undercover.
So we've got to take the fat from one buttocks and put it in another.
And yes, because this man here, he looks like John Travolta. And this man here, he looks like Nicolas Cage.
Well, let's just start cutting off butts and stacking them up.
All right. Oh dear! Oh my! The tray that we put the two butts in next to each other. I spilled it. I'm not sure which one went where.
Well, okay, I've got it. I know how to fix this. Just trust me, Doctor.
I trust you. After all, you've been doing this longer than I have.
Aren't I the trainee?
Isn't it upsetting?
Okay, well, here we go. A few hours later. All right, patients, let's go ahead and wake them up. What? Why are my hips so off center? Why is my body so twisted? Yeah, why is my body so twisted too? I don't.
Well, you see that,
Well, patients,
we got a little
confused.
Yes.
And so we thought the best course of action would be to take one cheek of one size and put it on one side, and the other cheek of the other size on the other side. That way, no matter what, you have one of the right cheeks, so the job is at least halfway done right. And as you know in the contract you both signed, halfway is good enough.
I think that's the best ending I could possibly have.
Well, you know, Koby, I'm a
Frank
master at finding an
Stein's
ending.
monster.
Well, Koby, what has this been?
Well, this has been the imPod by impunk. Subscribe and stay tuned to this channel, where next week we will be doing a long-form improv, where basically we improvise an entire radio play.
Absolutely. Feel free to just let us know what you want to see.
Yes.
Which episodes you prefer, let us know.
Like, share, comment. Definitely comment so that we know what it is you like or don't like. If you don't like us, let us know that.
Yeah. If we suck, somebody tell us.
Then Josh and the way to fix that is Josh and I will switch microphones.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like band class. First mic, second mic.
Yep.
and
Yep.
then if you're on second mic, you're one mic away from being kicked out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just mute our mics.
We should get a third person, but just mute their mic and pretend like they're part of the podcast.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Jeffrey?
Anyway, this has been the imPod by impunk.
Yeah.
I'm impunk.
I'm imPod.
And we'll see you next week.
Yes, next week. Bye.
I apologize.
I don't.
This has been an imPunk production. Sound effects from freesound.org. Music from pixabay.com. More information and licenses in the episode notes. Thanks for listening. Tune in next time.